Ciao amici, Larry Geiger from Pompilio's restaurant, and welcome to our kitchen. Many times I get asked, how do I make that classic Italian dish that you serve in your restaurant at home? Well, today we're going to go upstairs to Mama Rose's original kitchen, and I'm going to show you how to make cheese ravioli using our butternut squash pasta sauce. Now that we're in the kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make our cheese ravioli using our butternut squash pasta sauce. So what you will need is ricotta, Parmesan cheese, garlic, parsley, egg, and dough. So to make the cheese ravioli, we'll just take the ricotta cheese, combine it with these ingredients: Parmesan cheese, garlic, parsley. Take our eggs, now that we have our mix together, we'll mix it. I'm mixing this by hand, but if you want to do a little bit quicker, you can just use a regular mixer that you have in your house. Now that our mix has come together, we want to have on our stovetop a medium pot filled halfway with water with a little bit of salt and pepper in there so we can cook off our raviolis. Now that we have our mix set aside, now we want to make our raviolis. Put a little flour down here so we're able to work with it. Put our dough here. Take a ravioli cutter. But if you don't have a ravioli cutter, what I like to do is take our lid tops off the sauce, cut around there with a knife. It makes about the same size as the raviolis that we're making now. Press down nice and hard to get those. We have our dough ready. Now we're ready to insert the mix. So we'll take our fork. Nice little mix. You don't want to put too much in there. Just enough to cover the inside, but not enough to break out. We have our mixes inside. I like to take butter, put on the edges here. What this is when we fold it, this will help it stick a lot better after we cut it. So now we have our butter on there. So we'll take our raviolis mixes, fold it over just gently, pinch around the edges, let that butter sit in. Clean off our fork. And we just want to pinch this with the fork. We have the raviolis made. We got our water boiling. We're going to cook off the raviolis for our cheese. We'll take our butternut squash in a separate pan, put it in there, warm it up, and once the raviolis are done, then the butternut squash is warm, we'll combine together, make the dish. Now that my cheese raviolis are made, I got my butternut squash pasta sauce, got my skillet, boiling water here with a little salt into it. We are ready to make our cheese raviolis with our butternut squash pasta sauce. So first things first, I'm going to get my pot warmed up. I've got my water over here. I got my measuring cup. I'll measure out a ½ gallon of this boiling water. Rule of thumb is pound of pasta, gallon of water, but we like to use a little less. It makes water more starchy. We like to use that starchy water, combine it with the pasta sauce to loosen it up and bind it together. All right, now we have our pasta water. We're warmed up, it's boiling. Now we're going to take our raviolis and put them in there. So we took those egg yolks, hopefully they're binding them really well so they just won't open up. These cheese raviolis, a little lighter, so the dough's a little bit less, so it's not going to take as long as it would with regular hard pasta. So I'd say about 5 to 10 minutes. So now we got our stove warming up here. Now we're going to take our butternut squash pasta sauce, put it in this skillet, warm it up. So we made the butternut squash with fresh butternut. What we did, we added a little honey to it to give it a little bit of sweetness to it. We also also have our vegetables in it also. So as you can see, warms up. It's a great vegetarian dish. All natural, no preservatives, gluten-free. If you're looking for a nice seasonal item that is good for you, this is the sauce for you. So the cheese raz working here. We have our pasta sauce warming up. Now that the pasta has worked itself into the pasta, into the water, we're going to take probably about, I like to use about half cup. Add it in here with the sauce. Now we got our sauce working up. The sauce isn't very thick, so it'll take no time at all. Think about the pasta sauce in this dish. Once you have the cheese raviolis made up, take no time to cook. This is a great dish that you can do on the fly if you're in a hurry. All right, looks like our sauce is heated up. I'm looking over here and I see our raviolis are floating, so we are ready to combine the two. Take my pasta. Drain this. You just have a strainer that you have at home. Put it over your sink. Nice more. Yes. Our raviolis down. Put them right in the middle here. We are ready to plate. We have our raviolis, have our butternut squash. Mix it around a little bit. Raviolis plated. Now it's time to put our butternut squash on. Put that in there. You don't want to do too much, just enough to coat each of the raviolis. It's a wonderful smell too, with fresh vegetables, honey. Now there you have it. We have our cheese ravioli with our butternut squash pasta sauce. Enjoy. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you and your family can enjoy this classic Italian dish at your home. Now excuse me while I plate this dish, and I serve it to one of the many hungry customers we have out in our restaurant.